You know what? My biggest question is why? Like, why anything? Why everything? Why? It's just such a generic question, but at the same time, I question a lot of things in situations and scenarios where I feel like I probably shouldn't be questioning it, but at the same time, I'm just like, why? Like, I don't understand how people tell you to think, but they always yell at you when you think, and then you're just like, why? And I don't like when people tell you to do something and then you do something and they don't like the way that you do it, and I'm just like, why? And at the same time, that's more or less of lack of communication because you told me to do something. I did it the way that I thought I knew how to do it, but you got mad because I did it in the way that you didn't like that I did it because I didn't know the way that you did it was the right way and the way I was doing it was the wrong way. See, the thing about this is that's poor communication skills. And you get mad at me. Why? I question things like, why do we need 8 hours of sleep? I function off of 5 a lot of times, and I don't know why, but I just do. If I go to sleep before, I want to say midnight, roughly, I'll be back up before. I'll be back up with no flipping reason. I ain't got to pee. I don't have heat sweats. I'll just be up about 3, 4 o'clock for no freaking reason. I'm just like, why? Driving at night, the road is black. Why? Like, I understand it's the color of asphalt, but you think for as advanced as technology is, can't we change the color of it? Asphalt being black. Why? We all absorb, no, my bad. I started that sentence wrong. We all know that black absorbs light. So why the would you make the road black? Why? Serial killers. I actually understand that one. Never mind. Black people die in horror movies first. Why? Like, you already probably had an issue casting him in the movie, but why does he have to be the first one to die? Why can't it be... Honestly, I don't know. I can't think of a better scapegoat. We don't... I guess if he dies first, at least he doesn't get to suffer and go through the whole mental torture and trauma that the other kids that might have to. So, honestly, no, fuck that. Why? That's a good one. Getting drunk, no, that's depression. Depression. Why? Like, why is it that depression has to be something that's genetically predispositioned to some of us, and depression is something that some of us can actually just grow into or catch? I don't know. I don't really know how the thoughts of depression work, but I do know that words can cause people to go into sadness, and if not spiral into depression, if not other things, committing suicide. Why? Actually, I can answer that one though, but actually what I should be saying is harsh words to make people want to commit suicide. Why? I don't understand that. We all know we're going to die anyways. And if you didn't, well, we're all going to die anyways. So my biggest question is, why make someone else's life so much fucking miserable? And that's, honestly, that's probably my biggest question of all of my questions. And that's the question that always goes through my head. Why? Why do you take time out of your life to personally make someone else's shitty? Why? Like, I live a life where I'm an inconvenience to other people. In certain sense, well, I work a job where I'm inconvenienced to other people in certain senses, and I understand that. So if I'm an inconvenience to you, I will literally be the most apologetic person because I understand what I'm doing may be an inconvenience to you, but at the same time, the people that hired me wanted to get this done. So I understand that you want to get some stuff done, but you got to understand, for me to get my stuff done that they hired me to get done means that you kind of have to suffer an inconvenience. So I am sorry and very apologetic towards it, but it doesn't mean you have to be a dick to me. I get paid to do stuff like you get paid to do stuff. It's not my fault that my job is more an inconvenience than your job is an inconvenience to other people. So just because of me being inconvenienced to you doesn't mean you have to be a dick to me. Now, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't know what you've done. I don't know what your day has been like. I don't know how you started it, how you're going to end it. I don't know any of that. So if someone comes to me raging and all bullheaded, I'm not like, ah, no, that. I'm just like, whoa, 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 slow down. I understand you're mad, but I know you're not mad at me. You're mad at some, or they may be, but let's just say for this scenario, they're not mad at me. I understand you're mad, but why? Why are you mad, and why are you directing it towards me? And let's say it, so-and-so pissed me off. Well, so-and-so isn't here. I'm not so-and-so. I am me. I will never be so-and-so. So why are you mad at me? Well, it's because they did. No. You're not mad because they did that. You're just mad because things didn't go the way you thought it would. Or you're just mad. Yeah, actually, more or less, it's just you're mad that things didn't go the way that you hoped they would, that planned you would. It's life. You have to expect for shortcomings. You have to expect for failures. You have to expect the unexpected, because if you don't, you're going to wreck it. And that's why I'm always ready for shit to go sideways, even if there is no possible case and scenario for shit to ever go sideways, to be honest. But if you think about it, at any moment in time of day, you could drop dead and just cause a huge inconvenience to everyone else. Let's say the doctor is operating heart surgery on someone. They could die right then and there. Let's just say someone that's driving the school bus, they can die right then and there. Those are huge and terrifying inconveniences. I hope that never happens, but I'm just saying, stuff like that could happen in the world. People cause other people inconveniences, but it does not give you the right to be a fucking asshole about it. It doesn't give you the right to be rude about it. It doesn't give you the right to do anything, to be honest. Like, shit, it's life. Shit happens. You live and you learn and you get over it. Well, I guess explain the other things I have. That you live and you learn and you get over it probably isn't the best line, but at the same time, you kind of do. Like, I've understood throughout the years growing up that people are always going to be bullheaded and want what they want, and they're going to want it right here, now, and then. So I've always made it a point to stay out of people's way when they're driven, unless I am driven to do the exact same thing. But if I have no dream or pursuing to what you are doing, then I will stand aside and leave you to what you're doing. But at the same time, if what you are doing is affecting what I'm trying to do, then we have a conflict. But at the same time, I'm not going to yell at you. We're going to talk this through like we should, because I don't believe yelling solves anything. I believe yelling is just whose voice is louder, whose dick is longer, whose breasts are bigger. I don't know, whose clit is clittier. I don't flipping know, but essentially I don't think yelling solves anything. Yelling may get your voice heard, but once it's heard, you should start talking, because they're not going to understand. So it's hey! I heard that you didn't hear, I heard you couldn't hear me before, but I just wanted to let you know you are doing that wrong. Could you try it a different way? Instead of, hey, you're fucking doing that wrong! Okay, I guess I said fucking, which may have made it harsher in the tone of the way you're saying it, but at the same time, you're still yelling. I just don't understand why people make other people's lives so shitty. We're all gonna die anyways. Why not just try to make it more tolerable for other people? Why not smile more? Why not be a little bit nicer? Why not stay inside if it's all you can do is be a dick? Why just not spend time by yourself? Hell, honestly, that's kind of one of the reasons why I spend time by myself, because I realize that I'm a dick and an asshole sometimes, and sometimes that may be overbearing. But at the same time, when I'm out in public, I don't act like that. To my friends, yes, that's because they know me and I don't have to explain, and they've seen the stuff that I've been through, so I don't have to explain. But to strangers, I'm a complete different person. I don't act like the way that I would around my friends, because they're strangers, and I want the world to be different. And the only way I know I can change the world is by starting with myself. So if I want people to be nicer, that means I'm nice to everybody, essentially. Even if you're attacking me, I'm going to be nice to you, because I want the world to have peace. I want people to be nice to each other, and I can't get the world to do that if I'm like, fuck you, fuck that, fuck this, or screw you, screw that, screw this, or if I'm just being a dick to everybody. So I start off by trying to be understanding. I try to be patient. I try to always stay calm. And I try not to yell. Like, if I'm yelling, it's more or less for excitement or to get your attention. After I have your attention, I go back to speaking, because I understand that you know what I'm saying. You're making eye contact. You can hear me, and you're willing to listen to me. But at the same time, No, never mind. Just end it there.